Let me introduce you to the ultimate quick and easy dinner. You can literally make it in 10 minutes with ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen.
Today I'm making Chinese tomato egg stir fry. This is a classic Chinese homestyle dish and every family has their own variation on it, but I'm going to show you how I like to make it. It's one of those dishes that you really have to try for yourself in order to understand how delicious it is because the flavors just work so well together. Now in my version, I have two very important secret ingredients. The first one is ketchup. I know you've probably never seen ketchup in a Chinese recipe before, but trust me, it really brings out the sweetness of the tomatoes. It makes such a difference. My second secret ingredient is MSG. You've probably seen a lot of misinformation online about what MSG is, but really it's a naturally occurring acid that you can find in ingredients like tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, and mushrooms. The list goes on. You don't have to use this, it is optional. You can totally omit it or just use salt instead, but I really recommend it and I definitely think you should have some in your kitchen, experiment with it, it's so delicious.
First, we'll do all of our prep because once you start cooking, this recipe comes together really quickly and you're going to want to have everything on hand and ready to go. I like to cut my tomatoes into nice thick wedges, but you don't have to be too precious with this because eventually they're going to melt into your stir-fry sauce anyway. Just be sure to get rid of that little stem on top. Next, we'll finely slice our green onions. Try to keep the green onion whites and greens slightly separated because we're going to use them in different parts of the recipe. The reason we do this is because the whites are sharper and punchier while the greens are more mild. So we'll use the whites to stir fry with and we'll use the greens for garnish. But don't stress if you mix these up a little bit, it'll still taste great. Next, we'll thickly slice our ginger. You want to keep these pieces big so that you can remove them at the end of the recipe. This way you can get all the flavor out of the ginger without taking a big bite of it. Now it's time to prep our eggs. Crack 4 eggs into a bowl and add a big pinch of salt and a drizzle of sesame oil. Scramble these up until they're nice and smooth and then set them aside. And last but not least, we're going to prep our cornstarch slurry. This is really what provides the base of that gorgeous silky sauce in our stir fry. To make it, you'll combine water, cornstarch, ketchup, sugar, and a pinch of MSG if you like. Whisk it together until it's nice and smooth and then set that aside as well. Now that all of our prep is done, it's time to start cooking. Place a large pan over medium-high heat and drizzle in about a tablespoon of neutral oil. Then you'll add in those green onion whites, and once they start to sizzle, it's time to add in your eggs. The goal is for these eggs to be really silky and smooth and basically melt into your tomato sauce, so make sure you're stirring them constantly. Once the eggs are just cooked through, remove them from the heat and set them aside. Then into the same pan, drizzle in another tablespoon of neutral oil and then add in your ginger. Once it starts to sizzle, it's time to add in your tomatoes. Add a nice big pinch of salt and stir fry these until they've cooked down. Once the tomatoes start to look like this, it's time to add in your cornstarch slurry. Give it a quick whisk and then pour it into the pan. Stir it around and you'll see that it starts to thicken up your sauce really quickly. A lot of your favorite Chinese stir-fries actually use cornstarch as the base of the sauce because it gives it that gorgeous, velvety, smooth consistency. Once the sauce is nice and thick, it's time to add those eggs back in and give it a good stir. Don't forget to remove those big pieces of ginger and then garnish with your green onion greens. And that's it. That's how easy it is to make this classic Chinese homestyle dish. You can serve this over noodles or rice or even on its own, but my favorite way to enjoy it is over some nice steamed jasmine rice.
Okay, it's time to eat. This is such a comfort dish for me and it hits every single time. I truly never get tired of it. You can find the full recipe over on flavournetwork.ca and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to their YouTube channel for more fun recipes like this one.